I don't know if this one's making it in, but I keep yapping too much for the team builder, so let me just see if I can speedrun it. Okay, I'm up against. Oh yeah, this is week 5, season 1, FPU Draft League, whatever. You guys know the drill now. I'm up against OSHAWHAAT, the team, led by OSHAWHAAT 10105 as their showdown nickname. As you can see here, the team is Sylveon, Gastrodon, Garchomp that can Mega Evolve, but it's optional if it even holds its Mega Stone or not. Mismagius, Corviknight, Reuniclus, Noivern, Roserade, Fluttermane, and Pecharunt. You can see some key threats are like Fluttermane, so you don't need to. Obviously, you know about Fluttermane if you're watching this. Pecharunt, you don't see it in VGC just because it's a mythical and it's not allowed, but it's just a threat, like special in draft format where you can customize it to do whatever you want in terms of like tanking special moves or maybe knocking things out even. Garchomp, just really solid into a lot of metagames, including draft. It has a lot of set variety too. So that's one of the big things I'm trying to kill. Corviknight, Iron Defense Body Press is like really scary, but it can also click Tailwind, I believe. Gastrodon is like so tanky, and it can do pretty decent damage too. So that's one to watch out for. And I did factor in Gastrodon a little bit in my team building. It's like one of those things where it's not an afterthought per se, but like I didn't focus that much effort into it just because I do have 2 moves that are super effective into it. Yeah, that's more than I initially had. Actually, no, that's a lie. I had 3, and then I dropped 1. But yeah, it's like it's not gonna die very easily, so that's why I have to bring some prep into it. But I'm not completely forging the team around that because there's a Garchomp there and there's a Fluttermane there. There's a Pecharunt too. It's hard to one-shot the Pecharunt, so I didn't try to one-shot it, but I have moves for it. And then what else? Noivern can set up Tailwind and do a lot of damage. And then Sylveon, I mean, you probably know what Sylveon does. Pixelate, Hyper Voice. Ooh. It can also Hyper Beam. That would be funny. Yeah. Let's get into my team, the Miami Palafins. So we got Elio the Meowstic, my goat here, Light Clay, double screens, make my team tankier. Wow. Breakster. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Psychic Noise here just to chip some things down. Petra and Roserade won't appreciate it very much, and then if anything has a healing move like Pecharunt or Gastrodon have Recover, then they will also not appreciate not being able to heal. Then I got Gravity. For 5 turns, no ground immunities are allowed. 2/3 more gravity. 2/3 more accuracy. That's kind of solid. Yeah, I take advantage of that in my team build. Not so much the ground immunity thing, even though I could, because there's a couple things that are immune to ground, but more so that accuracy boost. And then here, I just tried to make it live Shadow Balls. There's a lot of Shadow Balls, a lot of Ghost types. Even like Reuniclus gets Shadow Ball, and Sylveon gets Shadow Ball. So yeah, just try to knock out Shadow Ball to death, especially with Light Screen here. Shouldn't die to any Shadow Balls, unless I like crits, I guess. Next up, Mjolnir the Tickaton, Citrus Berry, Pickpocket. I didn't really need Mold Breaker or Tempo for that team. So I was like, okay, well, I can steal an item if something hits me after I eat my Citrus Berry. Cool. I got Fake Out and Knockoff for just Disruption. And they're not going to do that much damage because Tickaton doesn't do much damage aside from this move. But they'll be really nice utility. Big star of the show here, the moveset, Gigaton Hammond, of course, gotta bring it. It kills Fluttermane 2 to 3 times over, unless it's like tanky, in which case it kills it probably still 2 times over, unless it's Focus Sash. It should also kill the Sylveon, and Some other things don't appreciate it very much, like I think Miss Magius can die to it. Um, but here's the fire move, or should I say the ice move, Ice Hammer. Um, this just barely kills a non-bulky Garchomp, and that's what we're looking for. Just set up screens, try to get the Ice Hammer off. Um, Obviously 90% accurate, so that's part of why I have gravity. Um, Try to get that consistent kill, even though the roll isn't consistent necessarily, depending on what the build for the Garchomp is. But I want to consistently hit it at least. Um, yeah, Noivern and Roserade won't appreciate it either. Noivern, I think, just dies, and then Roserade, I don't think does, but it's not going to like it. Uh, HP to tank hits, attack, max attack on Adamant to try to get those just barely kills. A little bit of defense, so that it doesn't necessarily die to the Garchomp, I guess. Yeah. It dies without screens though. I can't get past that too easily. But behind a reflect, that boom, I don't die. Next up, Greninja. 7 up the Greninja. He's going back. He can Mega Evolve. I put Battle Bond on it just so if it can pick off something before it Mega Evolves, then cool, I got some boosts, make it a lot scarier. But the plan is to Mega Evolve it as soon as possible just because the 142 base speed is really nice, because it outspeeds everything on the team, unless it has some sort of speed boost. Yeah, there's also some, let's just say, a couple of important moves on here that I might want to outspeed things for. So I got Dark Pulse. A lot of ghost types. Some of them get two-shotted. Uniqueless, I don't remember what the calc is, but Dark Pulse is just going to do a lot into the team. Nothing except the Sylveon resists it. Next up we got Blizzard, because I'm going to be setting up Gravity like 9 times out of 10. Blizzard's always going to hit, and it's going to hit both targets, and it's going to hopefully hurt a decent bit. It's going to chip down some of the things that take neutral damage, but nothing resists it. And you know, the Garchomp and Noivern are in danger, okay? And the Roserade too. I mean, I'm not going to say Roserade is the biggest threat, but it dies to a couple things just by proxy, so gotta mention it. Next up I got Water Pledge. I had Grass Knot on here to help with the Gastrodon, but I was like, this thing doesn't even kill with Grass Knot. Just because I think it's 60 base power, or maybe 40. Does like 60 to almost 80, I want to say, to the Gastrodon. So it's not going to kill. If it comes down to it, I'm just going to Dark Pulse a bunch of times, hope for the best. So I was like, oh, I don't need another coverage move, because Dark and Ice is so good into this team. So I'm going to bring Water Pledge for a combo you'll see real soon. I'm going to have Mat Block. The first turn that the thing's out, I can't speak. The first turn that this thing's out, it can click Mat Block. And it doesn't have priority, but it protects both itself and whatever else is next to it. And with 142 base speed, as long as nothing has a speed boost, then this thing's just going to block both targets without needing priority. So it's kind of fire. But only from damaging moves. So something has like Sleep Powder, like the Roserade has Sleep Powder or something. Can't do much about that. But I'm more worried about the damaging moves because Flutter Mane's there, Garchomp is there. Yeah, and like if something else is setting up and sweeping, then this thing's faster and just blocks it. This is enough speed so that when I Mega Evolve, it outspeeds Flutter Mane as long as it doesn't have some sort of speed boost. Like if it's holding booster energy and its highest stat is speed, or if it has a choice scarf for whatever reason. Yeah. Also means it outspeeds the Noivern, of course. Just everything on the team. And then I just dump the rest into special attack and HP, just because why not? Next up, Grind Auto the Silvally, actually spelled it right this time. As an Assault Vest. and it's normal type, just because it's a really good type when the opposing team just clicks Shadow Ball and Shadow Ball and Shadow Ball. Well, now they can't click Shadow Ball into this. And so many special attackers on that team. So of course, I'm going to bring Assault Vest on something. So this thing's just going to sit in front of all the special attackers. If they have Focus Blast, they might hurt, but I don't think it kills from anything. Its ability is useless here, but I don't know if there's some funny business with trying to switch abilities or give me a bad ability. That can't happen, I don't think. Yeah, I got Snarl here just to make it even harder for special attackers to beat this thing. Shadow Ball here just because a lot of things are weak to Ghost. Gotta click the Ghost move. Ice Beam here is better to throw out just because it's a little stronger and nothing resists it. Nothing resists Shadow Ball either, but why click Shadow Ball when you can click Ice Beam unless you're going for the secondary effect? And Ice Beam is good into Garchomp, and it should one-shot it if it's not bulky, but if it is bulky, then it might be a roll to kill. And then it obviously kills the Noivern. It's good into Roserade. Yeah, not much to say there. It's Ice Beam. I got Grass Pledge here. If you don't know, when you click Water Pledge and Grass Pledge in the same turn, in this case it's going to be Silvally, but whoever has the type advantage with their Pledge move will use a buffed up version of their own Pledge move, and it should get the same type attack bonus for both whatever, yeah, for both Water and Grass Pledge, for example. This one, I think because it's not a Grass type, it doesn't get the same type attack bonus, but it's a 160 base power Grass move. Some things will appreciate it, some things won't. More importantly, it adds an effect where on the opposing side of the field, everything is slower. Their speed gets cut in half for like 5 turns. So that's going to be hype if it gets clipped. But yeah, it's mostly there to kill the Gastrodon. And if you Water Pledge and Grass Pledge in the same turn, then Greninja won't use Water Pledge, so it can't get Storm Drained by Gastrodon. So that's kind of cool. Which means it can't ruin the setup. This is the important part. Here, there's enough speed to like outspeed. I think it's just the Mega Garchomp if it's max speed and timid, or not timid. Well, just any speed boosting nature. And also the Roserade should get outsped too, I believe. Then a bunch of special attack. And then a little bit of bulk. I think it was just tank hits from Garchomp a little better. Yeah, I wish I could have put it into physical defense, but whatever. I did want to be... I can't speak. I did want to be a little bulkier into everything, to be fair. Next up, Sandyshox. Booster Energy. Gets the speed boost. This is going to be really fast. As long as there's no speed boosts on the other side of the field, this is just the fastest thing on my side, at the very least. It's got moves. They're super effective into some things. It doesn't kill anything in one shot, I don't think. But it's there to do chip damage and make sure that my Corviknight matchup isn't completely, I can't words right now. Isn't completely bricked. Yeah, there we go. And it's got Gravity. It's the fastest way to set up Gravity without like a Scarf or a Prankster Pokemon. Yeah. So I can just Gravity and then click other moves. And it doesn't need Prankster. Cool beans, right? Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. EV spread. Just make sure I don't have more special attack than I do speed. So I get the speed boost. Next up is Ogerpon Cornerstone. Can't change the item or ability, so it's that. Ivy Cudgel, funny rock move, just because it's in Cornerstone form. I should just kill anything that's weak to it on that side, which is just Noivern. But it can kill Fluttermane if it's not bulky. Power up. This is part of why I have. It's not you, Gravity, that and Blizzard, right? Um, this is just a lot better damage output into some things. It will kill the Flare more consistently. It'll kill the Mismagius more consistently than Ivy Cudgel, at least. Not than Throat Chop, from what I remember. Actually, this should be better. Yeah, it should be better. But if Gravity's not up, then I Throat Chop. That's what it is. Yeah, Power Up is just good. It's there for the Gastrodon mainly. But 100% accurate Power Up. It's just gonna hurt a lot of things. Throat Chop's here for the Ghost types and for Reuniclus, but also so that the Sylveon can't click Hyper Voice. At least not for like 2 turns. And then I got Spiky Shield. There's one other protective move. Map Block. Boom. Yeah, I wanted a protective move somewhere other than Map Block. So I did that. And maybe I got some chip damage on the Garchomp if it tries to Dragon Claw me or something. And then EV Spread, pretty self-explanatory. It should just outspeed Mismagius and Mega Garchomp, but more importantly, normal Garchomp. And yeah, anything that's like between 100 and 110 should just get outsped by this. And then some attack investment, so I can actually try to get those KOs. And then the rest into HP, because why not? So yeah, that's it. Oh, that was not as fast as I hoped, but it's faster than some of the other takes, so I guess I'll keep this one. So anyways, see you guys at the fight. Hope you enjoy, I guess. See ya. Alright, we're back after a little delay. I'm going to challenge my opponent, make sure my team's alright. Yeah, seems like it. Alright. Let me just put Discord on my other monitor. I can totally speak. Alright, let me post the link in live battles. Bam. And oh, hi Fluttermate. Oh, hi Garchomp. Hi Noivern. Oh god. Okay. Let's see the people streaming in. Let me just turn off the audio. I don't think it's coming through, but just in case. Alright, what is my lead here? I believe a good lead would be obviously Meowstic. I gotta worry about Wyvern having Infiltrator, but we'll see immediately if it's Frisk or something else. Fluttermane is probably gonna be somewhere in that lead. Let me just bring Tankaton. Then to clean up, we have Greninja for sure. And there's no Corviknight, so Sandy Shocks isn't that great in this roster. I want to bring Ogerpon would be really nice for the Gastrodon, so I'm going to do that. Alright. Oh, hi. So I'm going to Reflect immediately, and then go for the Ice Hammer on Garchomp. No need to overthink it. I'm trying to survive this hit. If it crits, that's awful, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right? I mean, it's gonna kill if it crits. I just hope I do not miss this Ice Hammer, because that would be tragic. It's a 90% chance. Also, if the Reuniclus chips down my Tinkaton a little too much, then Garchomp just kills with a Stomping Tantrum. Straight up. This thing... Oh yeah, it does get regenerated. That's the ability I forgot earlier, but... I'm a little more scared. Oh. Oh, hi. Well, that Ice Hammer didn't do that much. I wonder why. Trick Room. Okay. Well, light screen. And let me just click knock off into the Reuniclus. Because why not? Probably should have brought something to get rid of Trick Room. It was my bad for forgetting about that. I kind of just wanted to outspeed things mostly, but now that I know it's Trick Room, hey, game 2 I might bring something a little better for that. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so this Gigaton Hammer should do what? Chunk. It also helps that... Actually, no, even with -1 speed, I'm just outslowed by these two. Okay. But yeah, Psychic Noise into this, just so I can't, like, go for crazy recovers or anything. Yeah, Focus Blast, don't spit F drop, cool. That's okay. Cool. No healing. Alright, well, Tinkaton decided, hey, it's time to get some kills. Okay. Actually, no. I'm just gonna keep clicking Psychic Noise into that. And then just a knockoff into the Sylveon, right? Or no. Yeah, just in case. Pain Split, okay. I'm fine with that. Alright, what are you? Are you Specs? Oh, you're Silk Scarf. Excuse me. Okay. Ouch. Well, that Sylveon dies this turn. Which means I can bring in Greninja safely. Oh, okay. That's fair. Oh! The Psychic Noise wore off. Okay. Let me just check something. Okay, Gigaton Hammer is turned off this turn. I think it's time for a map block. Yeah. It's time for a map block because Sylveon can't protect. Oh, well, it might protect. Nah. Because honestly, I'm not gonna do much to that Gastrodon. And it might do a lot to me. Actually, no, I just pivot back into Meowstic. That's probably the play. Right, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to chip damage myself, I'll Ice Hammer. Okay. Cool. Alright. Time for Gravity. I'll just Gigaton Hammer just in case he doesn't protect. Let's see who's here. Okay. Bye bye, Sylvia. Yep. Now Greninja gets to come out. I click Mat Block. And then Ice Hammer to Garchomp. Yep. It should mostly kill, but if it doesn't, then that's fine. I can start getting some chip damage on Gastrodon, and then Gravity lasts long enough that Ogerpon still has 100% accurate Power Whip. I just have to hope the Garchomp doesn't protect here, because then that kind of wastes my Mat Block. Oh, hi Mega Greninja. Or not Greninja, Garchomp. No, no, no. Captivate. Oh, I see. Well, that's fine with me. 'Cause I can... Wait, I can Blizzard. Yeah. I'm in Gravity still. I forgot. Bye-bye. Oh, that recovered. Okay. Sure. Last move is Captivate, so I'm safe. Yeah, okay. Why do you always get a flinch, bro? Stop flinching things. You don't need to. You don't need to flinch this. Okay. Cool. Sick. Upload and share replay. Okay, well, just making sure it's uploaded before I forget at the end. I liked that lead. Gotta remember, what his lead was. Lead was... Was it even Flutterman? No, it wasn't. It was Reuniclus, Garchomp, then the back were Sylveon and Gastrodon. Okay. I still need to bring something just in case the Fluttermane's there. Yeah. I think I bring Meowstic, Ogerpon in the front. Actually, Trick Room was kind of awful to deal with. Oh wait, yeah, I just bring Silvally. That's right. I bring Silvally. I bring Greninja in the back. And then Ogerpon is nice to finish things off. Yep. I think that's the play. Hi Flutterman. Hi Sylveon. Light Screen. I should have speed. That's booster speed. Oh man, never mind. Well, that wasn't what I was thinking about. Speeding, but yeah, I outspeed the Sylveon every day of the week, especially since it's the Trick Room team. So I can mitigate the damage from that. with Light Screen and Snarl. Then I just start flicking Shadow Ball. Oh. Okay. That doesn't kill. Yep. Let me set up the gravity right here. And Shadow Ball into that. Yep. No, you're not doing anything to this. I'm sorry. I'll reflect. No. Shadow Ball again. Cool. Bye-bye, Flutterman. Completely walled. Wish. Ooh, I kind of wish I hit that with a psychic noise, but it was... And no, I was dead anyway that turn. Never mind. Didn't matter. Hi, Gastrodon. Alright, power up into that. Ice Beam into Sylvia? I guess, yeah. This power up just kills. Okay, well, I don't think the wish did too much there. Hi, Garchomp. What is the biggest threat to you? It's the Sylph Valley. I want to Throat Chop here, and I'm just gonna Ice Beam this slot. Okay. No Hyper Voice for you next turn. Oh, he just dies from that? Oh, he's just not tanky at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, then I just... GG will play, right? Okay, well, not this turn. Cool. But next turn. Alright, Ivy Cudgel. And I just click Ice Beam. Oh, never mind. Nah, that Sylveon's too tanky. Okay. I Ivy Cudgel, and I Ice Beam. Next turn. I Ivy Cudgel, and I Ice Beam. Alright. Cool. So yeah, that's it for this week's fight. That was a clean little 2-0. I got really scared when that Trick Room came out, and I was like, wait, I'm not prepared for this at all. But I was prepared for the individual threats. That Garchomp, yeah, just Ice Beam, Blizzard. The Gastrodon, if it had an attacking move, it would have been really scary. But it was toxic, because it's only damaging move. Yeah, it was there to just hit things, but all my friends are dead syndrome, I think, is a rough one there. Or it's the only thing on the field, nothing else. Or you don't really want to target it because it's not doing that much. And then you just leave it on the field, and then what can it do at the end? I'm not going to Toxic Stall that much in VGC. The Sylveon, I mean, if I didn't have screens up, that would have been real scary, and Helping Hand on the Fluttermane was nasty. And on the Garchomp too. But like, that thing was tanky, by the way. That's crazy. I'll have to see the calcs for that. Because Ivy Cudgel, I mean, it's neutral, but I think it was max HP. Had to have been because it was Trick Room. Yeah, never mind. That thing was tanky. And then the Fluttermane was fast and frail, and so was the Mega Garchomp. So I was just able to outspeed with my little speed creep here from Silvally, and hey, oh, Ice Beam just killed. That's nice. Yeah, let's see. Who am I fighting next week, actually? Next week I am fighting, I think it's Toxic Relationship Goals. That's one of my roommates right there. Uh, yeah. Bro doesn't have very good luck this draft league. He did pick like a team that was like, a little less serious, but ones that he likes a lot. But the Gudra's doing a lot. The Gudra, Iron Defense Body Press. Oh god, what I do against that Gudra? It's the biggest threat right there. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll show the team on here somewhere. Um, and that will be week 6. There are 2 weeks after that. I want to say I'm pretty locked in for finals because I have to get, I think it's top 8. And yeah, I should be perfectly fine to go to finals. Maybe I'll mess around a little bit in the upcoming matches, although I am undefeated right now, so we'll see. There are some more serious, like, yeah, oh, the last 2 matches are like, these players are good, and their teams are scary. Uh, you guys will see those in due time. But let me upload this replay. And yeah, that's it. I should stop yapping now and start getting to editing the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, I guess. I did bring some gravity stuff. I brought Matt Block Greninja finally. Did something. Um, and yeah, Miami Palafins out, I guess. See ya.